Welcome to Club Baby. I am your host, Shannon Sharpe. Tonight, we have a very special guest, none other than the GOAT James himself, LeBron James. Welcome to Club Baby, LeBron. Thanks for having me, Shannon. Thanks. Now, LeBron, before we get started, I had a question I wanted to ask you. What's that, Shannon? Do you think by any chance I can get on that banana boat with you guys? I don't know, OG. Let me check with Wade and Chris about that, and I'll get back to you. All right, appreciate it, nephew. Appreciate it. Now, nephew, my first question for you is, did you hear what Stephen.ASmith had to say about you? Stephen who? Oh, I got good one, nephew. Good one. That's a funny one, nephew. Good one. But anyway, nephew, let's take a listen and see what the guy had to say.
Because I have an announcement I'd like to make. What's that? It is involving LeBron James. Dougie, JJ Redick, I want to announce to the American public that I think the Los Angeles Lakers should strongly consider trading LeBron James. That is what I believe.
Oh, you talking about that guy there? Yeah, that guy there is a troll. No one takes that little guy serious, man. The only thing me and that guy has in common is Molly and our tape line, to be honest with you. Nephew, I like that, nephew. That's a good one, nephew. Nephew, take some more of that yak. Drink some more of that yak, nephew. Nephew, you smoke blacks? Hey, nephew, Jay Will also had a lot to say about Phil Jackson helping you all find a new head coach. Who was that, Shannon? Jay Will. You know Jay Will. He on the show with Max, and he on the show with Keyshawn. But anyway, let's take a listen to see what he had to say.
Phil Jackson, a guy that was once the coach of the New York Knicks, that was once in a relationship with Jenny Buss, but still one of the greatest coaches of all time, right? Like in that conversation, but called LeBron James and his crew, the posse, is now consulting with the Lakers organization to choose who the next head coach is going to be? You're telling me that's not a crazy person show?
Yeah, I know the little guy. That little guy, Jay Will, should take Richard Jefferson's advice and shut the hell up. And as far as Phil Jackson is concerned, there's some type of love triangle going on between him, Jenny Buss, and Magic Johnson. Allegedly on. Nephew, my granddaddy always told me, if you play with a triangle, you can always get the point. Now, nephew, on your podcast, you would ask, who would you love to play with? And you stated, nephew, Steph Curry, nephew. Let's take a listen to see what you said and what Steph had to say, nephew.
Who else you want to play with? In today's game, that's in today's game, but Steph Curry.
Yeah, that's the one.
Steph Curry's the one that I want to play with, for sure.
Now, nephew, you said you wanted to play with Steph Curry, nephew. Let's see what Steph had to say about that, nephew.
I'm good right now.
How does it make you feel, though?
Good right now. I mean, whenever you get the interest or curiosity of what it would be like to play with, arguably, MVP kind of caliber dude like he is, and the greatest of all time. Cool. It's amazing.
Right.
We all can live in that fantasy world, though.
Now, nephew, how you feel about what Steph had to say, nephew? Well, first of all, light skin ain't there no more. I know you're right, nephew. I know you're right. That's a good one, nephew. I like that, nephew. You're a funny guy. My granddad always told me, if it's white, it ain't right. That's what my granddad told me, bro. Yeah, Shannon, I talked to Draymond, and he said it's cool as long as I don't come over there acting like a bitch like KD. Also, nephew, Rick Bugler, he had a lot of words to say about you too, nephew. Let's take a listen and see what he had to say, nephew.
We got Rick Bugler joining us now. Rick, what do you make of what LeBron and Steph had to say?
It's the white flag, Jenna. It is LeBron James saying, I am no longer a hunter.
Now, nephew, what you feel like? Tell me what you think about him saying you're no longer a hunter. What do you think, nephew? Big on, listen. This guy look like Richard Cunningham from Happy Days. I can't take him seriously. This guy's on plenty of narcotics. You can tell by his look. He's on plenty of narcotics. Another thing he said, I'm not a hunter. I don't have to be a hunter. I just send my maids to Publix and they come back with the meat. I like Nick Wright better anyway. Say it, nephew. Say it, nephew. I like that, nephew. Say it. Now, nephew, last but not least, my co-host, Skip Bayless, had something to say about you, too. Let's take a listen.
I think she's seen enough of LeBrick. I think she's seen enough of all those jacked up threes.
Now, isn't this the same guy who averaged 1.3 his senior year on JV? 1.3 on his senior year on JV. Can't take this guy seriously. I don't even know how you could work with this guy. Always screaming when you're talking. Remember this?
Coach,
Oh, we ain't gonna talk about this.
take me out. It's my turn. You told me it was my turn.
You talk all that you want to, yell and scream, you
Okay,
lost.
it is my
You
turn.
lost the game.
It's my turn.
Take as long as you want, you still lost.
My 50 guaranteed.
Well, I'm going to tell you about that, nephew. My granddad always said, a man that yells, his armpit smells. Now, you take that for a grain of salt how you want to, nephew. But, nephew, thank you for coming by Club Baby, nephew. Thank you for having me, OG. Take it easy, OG. Hold on, nephew. You left your purse. Nah, OG. It's called a merce. You gotta step your game up. OG. Well, my granddad always told me, hey, enough of your granddaddy with his backwood ass talking in his quotes, man. Enough of your granddaddy. Hello. Who you with? Sports Fire. Who against? All